Hi guys, so I'm going to do a day in the life of a plumber now. My days change from day to day, so depending on what I'm doing, one day might be different to the next day. So today I've got 7 jobs to do, well nearly 7 jobs. I've got one return and a job to go have a look at and provide a quote. Remember, like and subscribe, hit that share button, give us a comment. So this first job of the day is a client that has used me quite often. Basically, we are going to have a look at his thermostatic radiator valves. Now, with the weather coming in colder, he wants to make sure they're all working. There's a couple that he can't turn, so he wants a little bit of advice on where to go from here. So basically, I've just been at the thermostatic radiator job. I'll basically give him advice. If you watch this video, I'm going to show you now. So here we are at this first job. So the client's just asking about these thermostatic radiator valves and whether they need changing or whether they're just a bit old now. Yes, they are old, but thermostatic radiator valves are quite good at a longevity. So first things we're going to do is we're going to take off the head by releasing the bit at the bottom. And then the way that this works is it expands on the inside and pushes on this pin here, so you can check the movement on the pin by grabbing at the top and pulling it back up. Make sure you've got that movement, make sure it springs back up, and then again check the inside of this when you turn it, see if it pulls down, which is one. I'll do one hand if it does, you can see it's moving. So put it back up to its full, back on, and literally just give that a tighten back up. And then just make sure you can twist the top and it goes up and down. Now the second thing to do would be to open all these radiator valves, turn the heating on, check that all the radiators are getting warm, and then look at the radiators that are not getting warm and see if it's a problem with the thermostatic radiator valve. As you can see, it's pretty easy to get a thermostatic radiator valve working again. Over summer they've been turned off for the best part of 6 months, so they are going to get seized. Sometimes they just need a little bit of TLC to get going again. Now my advice to that client was to basically get his central heating system up and running. We tested all the thermostatic radiator valves, we took them off, we cleaned them up a bit, we make sure that the pins are working, everything's fine. Yes, I could have played the game and got more work out of it, but I'm not that type of plumber. Now that's why I get the reputation that I've got, and that's why I can charge what I charge. So it's now 10 o'clock. The next job that I've got is a leak on a water filter. So let's get there, let's get that done. Good morning, how are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So make sure that the filter is turned off, which goes across down to here. Make sure you don't cut yourself on your tools. Take this off here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this part off, and then we're going to take this to the merchants, and we're going to find this here that's leaking.
Funny enough, I used to be in education.
Right, so what I've managed to get is a 1/2 inch to 12mm socket. Now this part is 12mm. If we take this out and we take the ends off, we've then got a 12mm to 1/2 inch nipple. I've also got this, which is an 1/2 inch to 6mm push fit. So basically we're going to put the 1/2 inch in here, and we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to attach that back to the 6mm. What I'm going to do is just tidy up this end first. And there you go. Turn it back on and test it. Right, so that job was nice and easy, as you could see with the trip to the merchants. It's an hour, so it's 11:42 now. I'm going to go do a return job which I'm squeezing in today. It's very similar to that one, so it's the same leak on a 6mm. So I'm here at this next job, 12 minutes to get here. I'm not going to film this one, it's very similar to the one that you've just seen. Plus I want to get in there and get back out because I'm not getting paid for this. It's a quick return job. So let's get in there, let's get it done. I'll see you shortly. Right, that's that job done. Time is now 12:05. I'm going to get to my next job, which is, I believe off the top of my head, is a blocked dishwasher pipe, which I expect is the trap rather than anything. The client installed it themselves, so I'm going to go and see what they've done. Right, so I'm on the way to this next job. Basically, a couple of questions I get asked is, you know, why do I like to do plumbing? Why do I like to be a plumber? So, first reason, I like to solve problems. So going to a job, not always knowing what is needed, what's leaking, what part is broken. You know, getting to a job and actually assessing the situation and fixing it is something that I like about being a plumber. Second reason I like being a plumber is the freedom to choose which jobs I want to do, choose which jobs I don't want to do. The freedom of being your own boss, really. That's a really good part of being self-employed and owning your own business, that you get the freedom to do what you want to do. Third reason I like being a plumber is I like working with my hands. Now, believe it or not, when I was younger and doing an apprenticeship, I did want to be a carpenter. The job that I turned up to for an interview had 3 apprenticeships going, which was bricklaying, plumbing and carpentry. And when I got there, the interviewer says to me, basically, the carpenter and the bricklaying apprenticeship has been taken up. What have you come here to do? My response was basically, well, I guess I've come here to be a plumber. And ever since then, I've always been a plumber, since I was 16 years old. And that's why I also like doing plumbing. Wasn't always the first choice, but I don't regret that one bit. Fourth reason I like being a plumber is, let's face it, we don't work for free. Yeah, I like the money. Right, so I've arrived at this job. It's 20 past 12, 12:19. Let's go have a look at the pipework, see if it's blocked and see what's causing this issue. Okay, so the issue is this, it's not a wash machine, it's a dishwasher, is not draining. Also the condensate pipe from the boiler is not draining. Now the sink itself is draining. The dishwasher connects to the trap here, and then the condensate pipe is at the back there. So I believe that there might be a blockage in here and also a blockage at that back one there. So what we can do is I'm going to take this off and have a look to see if there's anything in there, and see if there's anything that's blocking these pipes. so we've got this trap off. What I'm going to do is just check inside the trap first. You see that it's not really blocked. It's not blocked. And it's not blocked underneath here either. I'm going to get a new fitting for that. There's a stick in there. What I'm going to do is just put this on a self-clean with this off and see if we can get any drainage going, or listen to see if it's filling up as well. So F12 means a water inlet flow. So I'm going to take off the water inlet, which is here, and just check. It seems okay in there. I'm going to check that there's water coming out of here. So I've pulled this dishwasher out, I'm going to put all this back together and then we're going to test it. Right, so I've just been asked if I can fit this tap as well. So I'll fit that tap as well whilst I'm doing this job. This is all unblocked now. The problem is the fill valve. The problem for the condensate pipe was a blocked pipe in the back. So that's all sorted. So this is the one that we're going to be changing. We're going to be changing it to this one here. So that's that job done. It's now 2:10. One of my pet hates is being asked if I've got time to just do this or do that. Now, it don't bother me because of the fact that the paying on a time doesn't cost me anything. It's the fact that when I'm planning the days and obviously time slots for customers, you need to rely on having enough time to get to and from jobs as well as doing jobs, and making sure that you're not late for other jobs as well. So let's get to this next job and let's get it done. Okay, so on this job here, so it's leaking from this point here.
Yeah, so basically I added a pipe, so I undid this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah. So I clicked the pipe there and pipe outside. Right, okay. And then we had the washing machine, when Michelle spin it, you know, so the water, basically it was stuck there. All it was absolutely full of mess. Yeah. Especially going out, it was, so we just leaked back and the washing machine got, you know, like a filled up and smelly. Yeah. So we just
That's fine. So we're going to check the washer in this one here, and then obviously we can see the issue with this one. We'll see if this can go back on to hold that O-ring in place. If not, we may have to change this T-piece, which goes through the wall, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see if we can get that done.
Sounds good.
Okay, I know what that issue is. So there should be a black washer here.
It's inside.
It's inside,
It's
yeah.
inside.
So they don't go inside, they go on the pipe. So we'll sort that one out. Let's have a look at this. It's going to be a little bit of water in there, but normally we can take it out and take it outside. So you see how the black washers on this one, it should be on that one as well.
There is completely different wash.
Yeah.
On that side.
What I'm going to do with this is take this one off, because this itself should be part and parcel of the fitting. Put the O-ring back in, and then this piece itself,
It screws into it, yeah?
no, it pushes
Against it.
Yeah, so make sure that the O-ring is sat in there nicely. And it clips in, so and then we can get a seal on there. Let's deal with that piece.
Get it basically back.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off. This will have water in it. It may have water, depending if you've used your washing machine or not. But what we can do is take this one off. And this washer, you've got a washer inside there.
Yep.
That needs to actually go on the pipe itself. This washer. We get a, depending on how. So I'm not going to reuse that one. I'll give you a new one.
Okay. That was me, the white stuff.
Yeah, PTFE.
You can see.
That washer then goes on to hold this one, and then this black washer. Actually goes onto the pipe. Like that. I'm going to tighten that one up. Straighten this out, and then this washer, you see, fits into the end like that rather than going inside the pipe, and that's what this part holds it in place, and then this compresses it in.
It's easy to get things apart, you know.
Yeah, you've just got to.
How to put them back on.
You just got to make sure that they go back the same way that you took them apart. Back to this one, now this has been put back on, you've got the O-ring. This can be then just pushed back in, but have a twist at the same time, get it past the O-ring.
Oh, you need to pass the drink, yeah?
And then in, yeah. And then what we can do is put all this back on and make sure that this is this side. As high as possible, because that's on a slight rise, but that's from it previously always been like that, I would have guessed.
Yeah, we never touched it, so you know, I don't know how they
Tightened
do
up. And this one, get that washer, put it down.
You should do some video, like a YouTube video, so like something. Oh.
So that's a bit loose, so all I'm going to do is use a screwdriver and tighten up. There's a screw at the top. There's this screw here in the middle. So what I can do is I can tighten this up. if you tighten this up, it tightens the actual waste onto the bottom of the sink. If you just do it like that, and once that's done.
Like no swearing on job, yeah? No swearing on job, yeah? Like if they keep watching, yeah?
Only off camera. And that should be let's just give it a run, see if it's just test the pipe work and make sure you're testing all the parts that you've undone and any other parts that may have come a bit loose whilst messing about with this. At the moment it's just testing this and testing this part here. You can see there's no drips coming from there.
Is it possible to test that bit, you know, I got outside that hose?
You can do that if you want, yeah, if you want to get a... Yeah.
Because otherwise, you know, my missus will kill me if that bit.
Yeah.
I'll bring the hose, yeah?
Yeah, perfect. So you can see that this part is all fine now. We're just going to test the one at the back. This here. And that's it. So to test this, we've got a hose pipe in the top, bit of an unconventional way, but the only way we can do it without standing here and waiting for a full washing machine cycle. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got water coming in from this point here.
It's fine, as long as you can see, that's fine.
It was just basically that washer in there, should have been on the pipe, not in the fitting.
And also you got them keys so you could tighten it up, I wouldn't have the same keys.
It's a bit hard with that. And that's it, done.
Okay.
That one's a quick one, as you can see, pretty simple to do and rectify. So let's get to this next job and let's get that one done. Right, so I've just arrived at this job. So this is a tap cartridge change or tap glands. So we're going to get in there, get this done. This is the last job of the day. I have got a job to go see to quote. Okay, so that was especially a quick job. Client's not in. So that's another pet peeve of mine, when clients are not in during the time that they've been given. You know, it is what it is. So that's it. It's an early finish for me today. So it's just gone 3:30. Remember, like and subscribe, hit that share button, give us a comment.